Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So as you can see, we are going shopping around TK Maxx. They did have a few of their Christmassy bits in, so let's get straight on into the video. So let's start off in the beauty section. I love the way they wrap their soaps. They are just so beautiful. I mean, I personally don't use soaps, but I feel like just out on display in the bathroom or in the cupboards, they would look really nice. They had lots of Bayless and Hardin in, which made perfect gifts. And talking of gifts, they had loads of makeup sets in. I personally like to buy makeup sets at this time of year just because I feel like you tend to get good deals when they're all bundled together, and they had lots of different brands, some lower brands like Technic to some higher beauty brands as well. And of course they've got lots of beauty. You can see some face masks here. The Manuka Honey one looks really nice, and I spotted this Roberto Cavalli perfume. $14.99 is really good. I had one of his perfumes, and it's probably the nicest perfume I've ever owned. See, they had some Dior in, and then moving on to some of their DKNY bags. If you're looking for a new makeup bag, these were really reasonably priced. And they had black and they had nude, depending on what you prefer. And again, these would make really nice Christmas gifts. You can see for the set of two, it's only $14.99, which I think is a really decent price. Just showing you a few more. I like this black one with the snake skin, very on trend. And they also had so many pretty tweezers in. I personally like these floral ones. I'm not somebody who likes to tweeze my eyebrows very often, so I feel like these would help me do it. And they were $3.99. I fell in love with this bag. I'm a huge dog lover. If you've been on my channel before, you will know. I just thought this was absolutely gorgeous. And then just showing you a few more of the DKNY makeup bags in they had as well. And they also had these really cozy like teddies that you can heat up. These were $9.99. I loved all of them. I particularly love the sheep, it's so cute. And my little girl loves sheep at the minute. She calls every sheep a Baba, so it really reminded me of her. Just showing you a few more skincare bits. You can see they've got the jade rollers, which is quite good because it comes with the serum as well. And they have a few different types of those. Showing you a few more of their soap and shower gel bit. And then moving on into their bags, which is one of my favourite parts of TK Maxx. I'm not usually a rucksack fan, but I did like the grey one. I also like this one because of the gold chain. I just felt like it looked a little bit more expensive. Oh, and just moving back into a few beauty bits. My TK Maxx is laid out a little bit weird, so I will keep swapping and changing. You can see they've got some Dirty Works there, Smoky Eye Kit, if you want to get into, doing some eye makeup and you're a bit of a beginner. Also had some Revolution, which is good to see. I'm a massive fan of the Revolution range. Lots of perfumes. They've got W7 in. Again, W7 is a cheaper brand. I've personally had a few of their eye palettes and I've really liked them. They've got Revlon in. Revlon for me is one of those brands that you can trust and rely on. I've used their nail varnish for years and I think it's one of the best. Just going over their nail varnishes, you can see they've got Essie, they usually have Nails Ink in, and they also had quite a few L'Oreal in too. I thought these were all different, but I think they were all the same. They were base coats, and for $2.99, just a great little thing to put under your nails. It helps to stop them going discoloured. Then moving on to more bags, so you can see they've got bags from June. So these I feel like are kind of work style bags. Oh, but I did love that pink one. You know me and pink. I mean, $34.99 of course is a little bit more expensive, but I just loved it. And I was really intrigued by this bag. So this is a teddy style bag. It's from Stradivarius and it was only $5.99. If I hadn't spent all my money in Primark, I think that would have come home with me. Moving on into some of the tan bags. I personally like this one because of the check down the side. I just think it's a really classic and also sort of a autumn or winter style pattern. You can see drawn into another check bag here for £30. I feel like you can tell the quality of these though, definitely. They also had some TK Maxx bags, DKNY bags. They were $69.99. And then I really like this cream bag because I really like the thick strap on it. I feel like, I don't know if it's a trend now, but it was definitely a trend sort of like 1 or 2 years ago. see that one was a little bit more pricey, so I'm assuming that was a higher brand. They had some Laura Ashley bags in for $24.99. They were more like clutch bags, and also a furry beret. I do love a bobble hat. I think just for walking the dog, it just keeps you nice and cozy, particularly if you're doing the morning dog walk, or to be fair, even in the evening now. The temperature has really dropped. These ones were really super thick and cozy. They also had these bum bags, and I just thought they would look really bougie. Do you know when you're walking the doggy, you've got your treats, you've got your poo bags. I just thought that would make a really bougie like bum bag for walking the dog. And they also had some leather gloves in. Perfect if you don't want to touch a freezing cold steering wheel in the morning. And then just an overview of their scarves. I have to admit the scarves weren't doing loads, but I did quite like the one on the left there. And then moving into their shoe section, I do like those red shoes. I think it's because it reminded me of Christmas. And they were only $9.99, which I didn't think was too bad for those. Had some velvet boots, which were a little bit different. I feel like they could be dressed up nicely though. And then they had the same sort of shoe as the red ones, but in a pale pink. And you know me, I do like pale pink, even if it's not really the time of year to be wearing it. They also had these heeled croc print shoes. Again, I'm getting really drawn into sort of like, to say shiny croc print. As you can see, I'm also picking up the shiny croc print Calvin Klein's. But I was also intrigued just to see how much these were. I always pick up the wrong shoes, so I apologise. So these were $24.99. I have to admit, I think that is one of the issues with TK Maxx at the moment, is you do have to touch the products to see the prices. Also just had some basic plain black shoes. And then what I did notice, they had loads of different style of trainers. So if you're somebody who's wanted to try out that chunky trainer trend, there was quite a few in TK Maxx. I really like these ones. I kind of like the stony grey beigey colour, and I feel like you get a lot of trainer here. These were only, I think, $9.99 or $15.99. Anyway, they were really cheap for what they were. Again, these are a similar style, a little bit more white, a little bit less of that grey beigey colour, but these were $9.99. And to be honest, I don't think you'd find them in Primark for that price. And then moving on to the homeware section, I feel like these would look lovely on a Christmas table. They're a little bit sparkly, a little bit special. And I also like this one. I just love the effect. I don't know what that effect is called. But yeah, $3.99. I feel like I've seen that on Hazel Maria Wood's channel a few years ago, but I think hers are from the range. I did like these simple white bowls. Yes, simple, but you can tell the good quality. You can see the thickness of them there. And then moving into a few of their Christmassy, foodie, goodie bits. So you can see they've got all the chocolate. I mean, I love Oreos. Look at those for $2.99. Perfect if you know somebody else who loves Oreos. And then I was intrigued by these because I love hazelnuts and I love truffles. They've got all of their skinny syrups in. I got the ones from Home Bargains last time. I had a hazelnut one and they were really nice. So I'm intrigued to try out a few more. And then they also had some different hot chocolates in and they look delicious too. Moving back on into some of their homeware, some of their kitchenware, just having a quick overview of the bowls. Oh, I loved these beige polka dot and geometric style ones. I kind of like that they don't match as well. And then moving back into some of their goodies. If you've got kids, I just feel like they'd love those marshmallow lollies. I remember one Christmas we had those sticking out. It just made it look so Christmassy. They also had like the ice cones and they've got the Lindables in too. I don't think I've tried the mint ones, but I'm a massive fan of the white chocolate ones. And they also had a few Christmassy mugs in. I love that one with the nutcrackers on. I don't feel like the nutcrackers look too creepy because they can sometimes. And all of their Christmas mugs were $3.99. If you're going out there for Christmas, they have these really bougie looking sort of wine glasses in. I personally prefer these ones, a little bit more subtle. And again, they were $3.99. showing you a few more of their Christmassy mugs. I can just imagine those with hot chocolate and whipped cream. I feel like can't really have hot chocolate without whipped cream at this time of year. These are perfect if you've got a younger girl and she also enjoys hot chocolate too. Love the unicorns, really cute. And then I felt like these ones were sort of more for gifts. Also like this one, not Christmassy but really nice anyway. And then just wanted to show you a quick overview if you are interested in mugs. They had some Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren, depending on how you say it. These were table covers, and again, I thought these would be really nice for Christmas. You can see they've definitely got the Christmassy colours with the cream and the white. And they also had these ones though, which are very autumnal, very wintry with the pine cones. I think the white and grey one is a little bit more Christmassy because it did have holly all over it. These were $9.99, not bad. They definitely did feel higher quality, so possibly worth the price, especially if you are doing something special at Christmas, particularly if we've all got to be in. It's kind of nice to just have something to treat ourselves, and I thought with the coasters that looked nice. They also did have some more of the old-fashioned ones. These sort of remind me of like my great-grandmas, and for that I do really like them. And then moving on to a few more kitcheny bits, they had some really nice pans in. I do like the copper style, and I did also like that grey speckled one. I thought that was quite a nice size. Sometimes we have pans that just are a little bit too big, and that was sort of in between. And I did like this one with the bamboo handle as well. You can see they do have the set of those. Doesn't tea taste better out of a teapot? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pot or how it's stewed. But yeah, they had this really gorgeous pink setting, $14.99, and they had matching trays, so perfect if you want to make cakes. Just a quick overview of their jar and some of their kitchen storage. And just some of their Tupperware as well. I could buy loads of this, but my husband hates it because he says it's a pain to clean, which it can be, especially when I buy all the ones with the different compartments in. And then a few more sort of baking bits and organisation bits that you can see as well. I do love the pink and the pale grey. I just feel like they look so pretty in cupboards. And I've got a few from B&M that these would match. They do the best dog beds in TK Maxx. I mean, quite bougie having a DKNY dog bed, bit designer. These really did range in prices though. So some of these were £30, and then there were some that looked really expensive but were only $9.99. So if you need another dog bed for your dog, I'll definitely go and have a look, because I do feel like these were quite luxurious and really cozy for this time of year when they just need to cuddle up and be nice and warm. And then I did fall in love with this table. I thought it would be perfect next to a settee with a few coasters on, or a nice plant like this maybe. I do feel like the plants in here tend to look more realistic than anywhere else, and I feel like you do find lots of nice different bits. Did like these geometric, I think you put candles in them, I think. Oh no, maybe you put little plants in actually. Yeah, and moving on to some of the larger artificial plants. These look nice just in the corner of a living room or in a hallway. Moving on into some of their Christmas stuff. So obviously they've got lots of different nutcrackers in. I feel like these ones do look slightly creepy, but they are Christmassy, so I don't know. I can't make my mind up whether I like them or not. But I loved this tree topper, and it was only $7.99. That's probably the nicest tree topper I've seen. Love those deers. I kept getting drawn into their India collection. That collection was beautiful. They had so many different nice bits. See, they've got lots of pale pink and grey baubles. That's the theme that I'm going for this year for my Christmas tree. The baubles were around 99. Sorry, that's why I was showing that. They had a bigger deer in as well. I like the effect of that. And again, look at this beautiful tree topper. I find it really difficult to find nice ones in some of the other shops. So if you're looking for one, definitely go and check TK Maxx out when we can again, because they had some really cool bits. That was a polar bear with a fluffy neck. And some really beautiful baubles here. These are $5.99, but I don't think that was too bad because they were very, very detailed. I love baubles with feathers in. I got a couple from Home Bargains last year, but TK Maxx have got them in this year. They were, I think, $2.99 from TK Maxx. Yeah, all of the singular baubles were $2.99. I love the star. I love pearls. I love wearing pearls. I love decorating with pearls. When I scrapbook with pearls. And I found this crown, which really reminds me of my daughter, and this one, because she waves and it almost looks like the Queen's wave at the moment. It's kind of funny because my granddad used to nickname me the Duchess, so I feel like she's taken after me in some way anyway. And then they had like this polar bear in, and they had this angel as well. I'm not sure about this angel's face. I feel like it would have looked better without the face, but I kind of thought it was nice anyway. I like the colour of it. And then at the moment, I don't know if it's because of my mum, but I'm getting drawn into everything that's like mama and child. Christmas, not Christmas stuff. And then just moving on, so they have these deers and all these like lovely hanging bits, which is perfect if you just want to decorate some of your doors on the inside. They had loads of lovely stockings. You can see the one with the reindeer and the polar bear. And some artificial wreaths as well. I kind of like that one because it's quite simple, so I feel like if you wanted to, you could add in your own artificial flowers. They had some gold deers for $6.99, and then just moving on to some of the silver stuff. Again, that India collection was really nice. I really like the Christmas tree and their silver deers. Oh, I found this fluffy store. How cool is that? If you've got a makeup room, I feel like that would look great. They had lots of trays in as well. These are really big and they were about £15. There's quite a few different style of these that you'll see. And I feel like these have really come down in price over the last year or so. But yeah, look really beautiful on a coffee table. Or I feel like even as Christmas decor with some like holly and things on. And then just show you some more of the stools because they did have them in a few different colours. Me personally, of course, drawn to the pale pink. I did like these tables. I feel like they met quite nice. Kind of different tables for the living room. And then just going over a few of the vases and trinkets that they had in. They also had this studded stools, very similar to one that I got for my daughter's room. It was great quality, and I just love things like that. Great storage. Just having an overview of their cushions. They had every sort of cushion that you could dream of in there. Fluffy, plain, patterned, pom-pommed. They also do sell the rugs that are nice to throw over stools, chairs, settees, if you just want to add a little bit of texture to your living room or bedroom. Lots of cozy, fluffy blankets as well. This one felt super, super soft, but I feel like my dog would totally claim that if I got something like that. Moving into their lighting, I really like these desk lamps for an office, particularly now we're all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us are working from home. And I feel like these clocks would look really beautiful in an office as well. I did like that marble one, but I am partial to a little bit of marble, as you know. These are just some pink fluffy cushions, and then looking at their candles, so you can see they've got some of their Christmassy scent in. They're just really beautifully packaged. I just feel like it's nice to add a little bit of red into the home at this time of year. They've even got some Christmas potpourri. And then moving on into some of their non-Christmassy candles, but they did have a lot of autumnal scents in if you are looking for something a little bit different. I'm hearing everybody rave about those DW candles at the moment, so if any of you guys have tried them out, please let me know. A few more Christmassy candles that you can see there. Again, I feel like those sorts of candles remind me of being younger and something that like my great grandma would have. They also have an Olivia Blake one. You can see they've got the pine needle in there. Again, I've never actually tried her candles, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. A few more cushions. These are more of your greys and blues. And another one of my favourite parts of TK Maxx, their basket range. They just know how to do baskets in there. Or relatively reasonably priced. See, that one was $12.99. I felt they ranged from sort of $9.99 up to about £30, depending on the detail of the basket and the size of the basket. Oh, nice fluffy blanket for $12.99. And then some, I've got those hand wash. What are they called? I've lost my words. Soap dispensers with the wooden top. Really good. I feel like they just make the sock. We've got it in the kitchen. I feel like it just makes it look a little bit neater than having like a plastic bottle out. And then just an overview of their towels. And they also had some more baskets. But yeah, these are great to put in your bathroom if you're looking for somewhere to store your towels, or we put loo rolls and things in them as well. And then just moving on to some of the clothing, there wasn't a lot of clothing in the TK Maxx one that drew my eye, but just showing you a few of their more wintry bits. I did like this dress. I feel like that's very wintry with the dark navy and the reds and the whites. I do like a good check, and it was only £14. They did have a few puffer coats in. I just thought this would be perfect for walking the dogs. Really cozy, pockets to keep everything in. And again, they did have something similar but in cream as well. I feel like, I mean, you know I'm drawn into the pink, but obviously cream would go with a lot more. They did have an oversized leather jacket in as well. I do like jackets with the belt detail around the bottom at the minute. And they also had this really long red coat, which I picked out because, again, very Christmassy. It was about £7 to £80, but definitely could tell the quality. It was very, very heavy. And then they had some really gorgeous jewellery bits, and I feel like they've really upped the game on the jewellery. I like the jade drop earrings. And of course, I do love a pearl. And they're Juicy Couture, actually. I didn't realise at the time. And they had these Karen Millen watches in. So these were $19.99. These would make a perfect Christmas gift, particularly if you know somebody who does like their brands. And then these are just a few of the others, a little bit more, I want to say dazzling, with the gold and the jewels in. And that was it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.